know how yesterday when I was talking about, being upset because how I was feeling attacked and everything. And I was like going through our stuff trying to find my shea butter. And I found these notebooks. And one of the notebooks was talking about exactly like how I was feeling yesterday. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I wrote this a long time ago. I almost feel like I was writing to my future self. Like, I don't know, like God was preparing me for this moment. It says, God said, don't let the enemy take your joy. Walk with your head up high and a smile on your face, knowing your Father has your back. And when God gets done with your enemies, you are going to be known in these streets, okay? Like the Jacob boys, okay? So the Jacob boys story is like in the book of Joshua. So this king, I think he's a king, but he liked their sister, but instead of doing it the right way, he basically took her and raped her. And her brothers found out about it, and they went to war with the whole town. It was like 12 of them. Really, it wasn't even all 12 brothers, because Benjamin and Joseph was like little. So it was just 10 of them against the whole city. And they took out the whole city with just them. But that's what I mean by you be known in the streets like the Jacob boys. Because everybody feared them after that. Because it was just 10 of y'all. And y'all took out a whole city by yourself with just 10 of y'all. Yeah, so it says you'll be known in the streets like the Jacob boys. Not to mess with you, because your God is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, and nobody has more power than him. Yeah. So, instead of getting upset when the enemy sends people to kind of like try to hurt me and discourage me and all this other stuff, I just need to think about this, because it's like the pain is temporary. But I can't talk. I must need to eat something now. Temporarily. Yeah, I hear Malia talking. Yeah, that's how you say it. Ooh. Yeah, it's just temporary. Yeah, so as long as they not physically, even if they try to physically hurt you, God says in his word, if you follow his laws, if you follow him the way he tells you to follow him, it don't matter. They won't be able to touch you. And they'll know not to mess with you ever again. So I just gotta keep that in my mind. When the attack comes, that I got my back. Because I'm a good person. I don't be out here bothering nobody. I just be minding my business and trying to do what God tell me to do. Help the people I cross paths with that he tell me to help. And so you'll always have my back. Okay, fat man, that was so rude of you. Just walk in front of my video. This is Fat Man. Say, hey, Fat Man. He always walking on my car. What's wrong? Why are you whining? Why are you whining, Fat Man? What's wrong? Got all the babies right here. Y'all hear him whining? I don't even know what he whining. looked up, my other dog was up there and he was about to do the same thing. I was like, no, please. I was like, wait. And then he kept walking across and he was about to come down the other side, which was gonna do the same thing. So I had to show him how to get down. I was like, come this way. Good thing my dogs kind of listen. I ain't got money for a vet bill. But this is the side of the little cliff they were trying to get down on. And she rolled down the hill right here. Trying to get down. This thing's so steep. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's wrong with these pets. Look at Coda Bear. She's a Rottweiler. I don't know if you see her, but she's a puppy. It's Coda. Hey Coda. She love it out here. She stay hot. What's wrong with you, Malia? This is Bingo. Say hey, Bingo. Bingo. And that's Burrito. And that's Statham, like Jason Statham. Because he be doing some parquet stunts. And then under there is Batman, because the way the black and white set up his face look like the Batman mask. That's Fat Man again. And this is the mama of all the kittens. She's pregnant for a third time, so she over here being pregnant. Look at her, Bailey. This is Bailey, this little tiny dog. She's the one who rolled down the hill, had me nervous that she was about to kill herself. And then the only ginger cat in the family is Katrina. Hey, Katrina! Katrina! She came with the truck. We have more kittens around here. It's like 9 in them total. AJ, he's mainly white with black spots. He just came out of the woods from somewhere. They go wherever they want, but somehow they always know when it's food time. They come back. They always eat. It's crazy. I don't know those who come back, but they don't go too far. Which I like. Is that coming out here, the cats would just go run off, and then I was gonna never see them again. But nah, they always come back. Despite the wind blowing super hard, we was able to cook the chickpeas thanks to Cadet Mother there keeping the fire going. Even though we ain't cooking no more, she still just want to keep the fire going. Look at it. She's like, don't look at me. Hey family, it's Sunday, March 19th. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like that little building back there. It's like a shed. So I just walked back to that shed. I was trying to see, because I'm not quite at my property. It's this other person that lives out here somehow got access to the only road that goes to my property, and he has a gate up so that I can't get through it. And if I can't get through it, the surveyor people can't get through it, and I can't get an address. It means I can't get things shipped to me if I need to, blah, say blah. So I went walking to try to see how close I can get to the land, because I'm about 1.6 miles from my land. That's where I stopped. So I wouldn't mess up my truck anymore with all these little sticky bushes things. I walked till I was about 0.2 miles from where it says my land is. And then I just decided to stop, because I feel like by the time I got there and then got back, it'd be like 5, 6 o'clock. It'd almost be getting dark. And I didn't want a chance getting stuck out here in the dark, because then you can't see nothing. And I most definitely will get lost. But it's these little poles right here. It's like a little road, a little access road. So I want to see how can I get to access to this little road? And how close can I get up here to my land? Because all the way down there is a house. It's like a big, giant, big brown wooden house. It looks nice, but I've been trying to call the dude that got access to the road that has that gate up, but he hasn't been answering. So I'm trying to figure out what's my next option to get to my land. Because right now, the only thing that's keeping me from my land is that gate. And if I have to create another path, it's gonna cost a lot of money. It already costs a minimum $2,000 just to get it surveyed. And then for somebody to have to come out here and to create a path to my land, it's probably gonna be like another $2,000 to $10,000. So that's what I mean. When you get freedom, it costs. I understand why a lot of people are scared of being free, because when you're free, it do cost a lot of money. You are more responsible for things. So it is scary. But, you know, right now, and freedom is a lot harder. It's a lot harder to obtain and keep, I tell you. But with God, all things is possible. With God, He gonna help me come up with a plan so that I can get to our land. Right now, I've been thinking about just seeing that little, it was like a, now I can't think of it. Like a, you know, what those things called? I keep wanting to say shelter, but it's like a garage, like a little, you know, space that you can storage things. A storage thing. Okay, whatever. That little storage house back there that I'll show y'all. Because my brain is not working right now. But I'm thinking about building one of those where we at currently. So that way, while we're figuring out a plan to how we can get access to the land and come up with the money to pay people to get access to the land and stuff of that nature, we'll have like somewhere temporary to live. Cause soon my solar panels should be coming in the next 2 weeks. Then we can like power up, we can charge stuff and all that. And then my satellite internet should be coming, and we could just sit out here and I can work, and I don't have to drive to the city every day just to work, just to have some service to be able to work. We can work out here. And another note, my cat, she just gave birth to her 3rd litter today. This morning. She was trying to be greedy when I went to go feed them, tried to jump on the back of my truck. Then she was holding on. She didn't quite make it. She was holding on the side like Mufasa. Like Mufasa on The Lion King. And I just turned and looked at her like, should I save her? But I had all that cat food in my hand, so I just turned my head and let her fall. Which is bad. I should have done that. But when she fell, she went into labor. And she gave birth to 6 kittens. It was like 2 white ones with black spots, 1 all black one, and 3 black and white ones. Two of them twins. Two of them came out at the exact same time. And they both look like they got like a little scar over their eye. A little white scar over their eye. And they both girls, I think. Or is both of the white ones girls? I don't know, but I think we got 4 girls this time. Because she usually always have boys. Like a whole bunch of boys and 1 girl. But this time, I think we got quite a few girls, which is good. Because we got too many boys running around here. And they be acting weird. They be doing weird stuff. So we need some more girls around here. So it's good. But we heading back now. I got Bailey with me and Burrito, Bailey, and Bingo back there. I don't know why, but he always been, this whole... Hey, y'all. So I'm trying to stay positive, but it's like the enemy has a hold on my finances, and it's just really putting a strain on me and my family. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm currently reading Numbers, and it's talking about in Numbers how the Israelites are being led by Jacob, and they're trying to get to the promised land. I see that gray hair I got in there. The stress. Because you're old. She just called me old, y'all. But okay, so Jacob is trying to lead Israel to the promised land. And they're trying to get there, which would seem like the quickest way. But every time they get to a town or a city, they ask nicely, can we just pass through your land so we can get to where we're trying to go to? And it just seemed like everybody just have a problem. Just like, no, you can't come through here. Like, they're like, we don't want nothing from you. We not gonna touch nothing. We just want to, go through the king's path and just, get to our destination. We don't want no problems. We ain't gonna bother you. We ain't gonna steal nothing. We ain't gonna touch nothing. But everybody greets them with like aggression, like, and just like trying to fight them for no reason. And it's like, I don't feel like anybody is like trying to attack me, but I feel like I'm trying to get to where God is telling me, and it's like I'm so close, right? But the only thing that's blocking me is a gate that somebody put up to the only road to my land. And it's just like, how can you block a road? I see if you put up a gate around your house, but you go put up a gate to block a road that goes to, that other people would need to get to their land. And then I'm trying to call the person to see if I can get access. They don't want to answer the phone. And so it's now like leading to where I might have to get a lawyer. Either get a lawyer or create a new path in order to get to my land. And so at this point, I guess I got to see what is the cheaper option. It might just be cheaper just to call a lawyer at this point, because it's actually illegal for that person to be blocking that road that is the only access to somebody else's land. Why are you throwing stuff at me? She want me to whoop her, y'all. But it's like, now I have to go and fight this person in order to get access to my land. And it's just like, on top of that, all my finances is being held up. My last job, I did everything right. I put in a 2 weeks notice. Like, I didn't just quit on them and dipped out. But it's like, they holding my money, my last paycheck, my refund is being held. Like, it's been over 4 weeks. I still ain't got my refund. Like, then I got some other money that's supposed to be coming to me that's being held up. So it's like the enemy is trying to make me be stuck in this limbo, which I feel is like the wilderness. I feel like I'm in the wilderness right now. And it's just, it's I'm trying not to complain. I'm trying not to be frustrated and stressed out, but I am stressed out because I kind of know how it feels a little bit when the Israelites is like, they feel like they was brought out to suffer and to die in the wilderness. But I'm trying not to, be, what's the word I'm looking for? To seem like I'm not grateful for all the things that God has done for me, because he has done a lot for me, and just like in the Bible, he's done a lot for them. He freed them, he fed them, like every time they needed something, he made a way for them. When they was thirsty, he brought water from a rock, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's just hard to stay encouraged and to not feel like you're being ungrateful when you're like feeling like you're stuck, and it's like you're so close and you just need one thing to just make everything go smoothly, but that one thing is just, it's like it's on lock, and no matter how hard you try, it's just like, it's like, okay, come on, God, can you just unlock that or whatever? Like, I'm trying to do what you need me to do, but I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Hey, family. So this week has been kind of crazy. So right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out if that guy that has that sorry, dog barking through my mind now. That has that gate up, if he actually owns that road. If he doesn't own it, if it's not a part of his property, then the sheriff says I just have to show proof that I own, like I have land up here, and then they can cut the locks off the gate, and then I'll be able to get to my property. If he does own it, then I will have to get an attorney to reach out to the owner, and then I have to get an easement, which is basically getting permission from the owner to have access through the gate to get to my land. So that is what I'm working on right now. I found out this week that Presidio, the name Presidio means jail. So God has brought me to a jail. Maybe to set some people free, I guess. Ooh. But yeah, this week has been crazy. Some people was trying to get me to like roommate with somebody, but it didn't work out. And I feel like God did it that way because he didn't want me getting comfortable. He didn't want me, somewhere where I can't fulfill what he has called me to do. You know what I'm saying? And so it just didn't work out. Me and my daughter just didn't feel comfortable there. So we left. And so our journey continues. So yeah, I finally got me a P.O. box, so that's good. So now I can get, send and receive mail. And as soon as I get my money, I can order me a solar panel and the internet, and I don't have to go to the town to work. I can stay out here and work. But right now I'm taking everything off the back of my truck, and we're gonna go back into town because I gotta work tomorrow. And I had made my dog a little sweater, see, but she let Coda, my little puppy Rottweiler, chew on it. And so I'm trying to fix the part that she chewed up. So that's what you see me doing over here. But yeah, we're gonna go back in town tomorrow because I have to go to the annex building, the county annex building, to see if the man owns the road. I gotta work, and also I gotta pay my cell phone bill. So I gotta have internet to do all that stuff. It's slowly coming together. I had to pay to get a new tire on my truck today because it was going flat. So it's a lot going on. I feel like the enemy is trying to make me spend a lot of unnecessary money, but God go work it out. I thank God for helping me have the money to pay the stuff I need. They was telling me today I'm gonna need new brakes in the front. It's gonna be like $40 for the brakes, and then the man said he was gonna charge me $60 to put them on. I can say the bad thing about living out here is that it's like a monopoly out here. Most of the businesses are monopolies. They don't have real competition, so they be charging, and it's like you can't really do nothing about it because they the only one. And if you want it done, then you gotta pay. So hopefully some things can change. God can use me to free this town so it's no longer a jail, but can be something great for God's people. Yeah, so I'm taking everything off the back of my truck back there. If y'all don't know, I probably got ADHD. That's why my brain jump around to different different things at one time, because I just be thinking about so many things at one time. So my brain just be jumping around to different subjects. I just be bouncing back and forth. But yeah, man, really messed this up. But yeah, so taking everything out the back of my truck so that way when I go back into town today, I can get me some pallets, and I'm gonna make us a tiny home out of pallets. So once I gain access to our land, that's gonna be our next project, is I'm going to build a tiny house. This shall be fun. I can say the easiest part is gonna be doing the floors. And putting up the walls, doing the floors, putting up the walls, and probably doing the arch part for the, the roof. I feel like it's going to be simple. I don't think it's going to be too hard. Because, I watched a couple of videos, and it don't seem too hard. It's just, having the right tools. That's basically it. Having the right tools so that it looks good and it holds together, I guess you can say. What is going on here? Yeah. So after I get all this stuff out the back of my truck, I'm gonna like neatly put it to the side over here under a tarp. So just in case, it's not supposed to rain here for the next 2 weeks or whatever. I don't see no rain coming in the forecast, but you know, just in case, because you know, God can do whatever he wants to. I'm just gonna put everything under the tarp and kind of use my I got some rope, keep it tied up, and so when I can go in town, I can have space to put the pallets back there and bring them back out here. Start gathering as many as I can, because they have a whole bunch in town. They just everywhere, so free wood, right? All right, I got a lot of stuff to do before it get dark, so I'll see y'all later. Hey family, it's Friday, March 14th, and I've been reading and studying. Right now, God had me in Numbers, and it's like during that time where Moses just died, and now Joshua, son of Nun, is the new leader, and he's getting ready to lead God's people into the new land. And I noticed that every time they got to a certain point in their journey where they needed to like cross, where they need to basically like go through somebody's land to get to where they need to get to, and it's like they was asking nicely and, you know, just, you know, meeting the people calm and, you know, polite and trying to do things the right way, nice, you know, just be a good person, right? But every time they was met with hostility. Like, they being all nice and polite, like, can we please, you know, go through your land, and, you know, we won't touch nothing that's yours. We just want to get to our destination. Do you mind we just go through here? And every time they would be like, nah, you can't come through here. And then they try to fight them for no reason, right? And God would always say, don't be afraid. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to help you to destroy them. So, you know, at this point, I've been being nice, you know, trying to do things, you know, be nice and polite to people, ask things. And it's just like people are meeting me with hostility. Like, I'm trying to get to my land, but there's a guy, he's blocking the only road that gets to my land. And the thing is, he shouldn't even have that gate there because he doesn't own that road. So he's breaking the law by putting that gate there, and it's preventing me from getting my land. And I've been trying to do things the right way, but you know, sometimes you just got to take what's yours, because I realize the devil is not going to hand you what is yours. You're going to have to go and take it. You're going to have to go and take what's yours. Take it back. And right now, I'm in my take back season. It's time to take back everything the devil took away from me. The devil is trying to keep from me, because if I don't take it, I ain't gonna never get it. And by me not never getting it, that means I'm not doing what God, you know, told me to do. I'm not being obedient to God. So it's time to take back. And I can't be afraid, because I know God is gonna be with me, because he want me to get to my land. There's a purpose. There's a purpose for this land, and he wants me to get there. And so I gotta do what I gotta do, huh?